Hi everybody, it's Dandruff with your news cartridge from Monday, October 30th, 2017. Welcome back from the weekend. I played a ton of games and I hope you did too. And before we start with today's episode, I just want to remind you that tomorrow's show is going to be a little bit shorter because of the holiday. We start today with a game coming to PC for the very first time, Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy, which launched all the way back in 2003, re-releasing on November 10th. There are a ton of announcements today because Paris Games Week has just started, and the first game from it, and one that I already love and am excited for, Rocket League, will be on the Nintendo Switch on November 14th. The sequel to the indie hit Guacamelee 2, a Metroidvania-style platform, has been announced, and it's coming to both PC and PS4 sometime in 2018. Then we have another sequel coming to PC and PS4, Spelunky 2. Get ready to start digging whenever this one releases, as no release window was mentioned. Next up, we have a PS4 exclusive called Ghosts of Tsushima, and while we only saw a CG trailer, it appears as though this is a fighting or brawler game with a realistic art style. From developer Codemasters comes a new fast-paced racing game called Onrush, only confirmed for PS4 for now. More on Codemasters coming up later. Releasing on December 9th is another sequel, this one a remaster of Loco Roco 2, coming to PS4 this December 9th. Then the best game that I saw announced today, Concrete Genie. This game utilizes your drawing capabilities to create graffiti that comes to life in order to solve puzzles and progress through the levels. I love the animation and the way you draw. This looks like something special and I can't wait to play it. Then we have something I know many people are going to enjoy. Crossover DLC from Horizon Zero Dawn will be coming to Monster Hunter World, meaning you will be able to catch monsters dressed as Aloy. Monster Hunter World is coming to Xbox One and PS4 this January 26th. The PC release date has yet to be determined. And then finally, the last announcement from Paris Games Week, the first expansion for Destiny 2 is called Curse of Osiris and will release just in time for the holiday season on December 5th for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. In other Destiny 2 news, there has been an update that has removed the SSS E3 requirement in order to be able to play the game. Long story short, this has effectively lowered the minimum requirements in order to run the game, and it may now be possible to run it on an AMD Phenom X2, though performance is probably going to be terrible. But hey, at least it won't crash! In other update news, Wolfenstein 2 just released on Friday, and today it received its first patch that fixed a launching issue in certain regions of the world, and a few other bug fixes. As always, if you want to see the full patch notes, there's a link in the description down below, along with timestamps and links for sources for all of today's stories. Moving on from there into something a little bit ridiculous, as football players in the new Football Manager 2018 can come out as gay, although it is a rare occasion. Apparently this is an attempt at normalizing homosexuality in Major League sports, and from what I can tell, it has zero effect on game mechanics. And because it doesn't affect anything, I wonder why it's included in a game. Don't get me wrong, I'm totally in favor of gay rights, I just think that this game is going to be labeled as a political statement and judged based upon that, rather than the actual mechanics. In countries where being gay is unfortunately illegal, the randomly generated characters will have this effect disabled in order to avoid controversy, though I think the way this is being implemented, it's not going to avoid that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. In other news that's just as idiotic, do you know video games? Do you know how video games are played? Well, if you play Mass Effect Andromeda and want to know the true ending, go read a book. That's right, because no more DLC is being made for the game, and there are people who want to know what is eventually going to happen. The cheapest way to put that out is to do it by book. And while writing this, it also dawned on me that this is another nail in BioWare's coffin. Andromeda is BioWare's Battlefield Hardline. Up next is some PUBG news, as the player base is currently being threatened by the Chinese government and could be banned from the country completely. Regulation officials are calling into question how PUBG may promote deviation from socialist core values, traditional Chinese culture, and ethical norms. Also, the game is not conducive to the physical and mental health of young consumers. If you aren't aware, China has much different rules and laws compared to the rest of the world, and if it is removed, then we will see Bluehole and PUBG Corp making much different business decisions. Do you play PUBG, and how would you feel about losing the entire Chinese player base? Let me know in the comment section down below. Then we go on to Dautless, an MMORPG with a focus on co-op elements. They have made some statements today regarding loot boxes, and of course, it got my attention. Developer Phoenix Labs are completely removing them from their game, and now I'm sure that we're all going to remember their name. At the very least, I'm going to. Their reasoning seems quite simple too. They don't feel as though it was providing the best experience, so they decided to cut it completely, and their microtransaction system will allow you to buy exactly what you want to buy. This is a concept that's starting to seem foreign, and that feeling is making me want to bash my head in with a brick. Thank you, Phoenix Labs. I hope this works out for you, and I think it will. And when it does, I'm going to point to you as the perfect example of a game that no longer needed its gambling mechanic. 2 more to go, and I want to cover this one, but I'm still learning more about it as it's in progress and a very complicated story, but seems to have a cut and dry ending. Getting there seems to be a bit tricky though. So let's start with the facts. In 2016, Amada released a Ferrari F2002 mod for Assetto Corsa, a popular racing game released 2 years prior. Earlier this year, Codemasters announced F1 2017, and one of the choices for a car is the Ferrari F2002. The creator of the mod believes that his model was used for the game and he was never contacted in order to have his property used for commercial purposes in this way. Codemasters then told him that his model was used as a reference and offered him, as a gesture of goodwill, their phrasing not mine, to purchase the mod and then complimented him on his work. From what I saw, the two are extremely similar and I could not tell the two apart. Like I said, the story is still in progress, and stay tuned to News Cartridge for further updates. And that brings us to our main topic today, which is Activision submitting a patent for microtransactions tied into video games. No, you're not having deja vu. I had talked about them filing a patent like this about a week ago, and earlier this month on October 21st, they had filed another one. Their first one tied microtransactions to matchmaking in multiplayer games, and this one is much different as it is tied into live streams and highlighted clips. Activision would be able to offer DLC options connected to what is seen in the video, so if a person on Twitch or a YouTuber has a particular item, you will be granted options to buy that item directly through the video. My first impression is that this is not as devious as the previous patent, but Activision would have to do this either through manual means, which would be costly in the end, or they get a robot to do it. And I think that's where this is going to go. Activision is developing an AI that would recognize those items and give you links automatically. So then if a player's loadout changes or they happen to get another item, the DLC list is always up to date. Because Activision just filed this patent, more than likely they have not put it in a game yet. On the surface, this doesn't feel so bad, but I'm really not okay with more ads being put on a video and the creator of that video not benefiting in return. I'm also not saying that them benefiting makes this any less weird either. It feels really intrusive, and I'm guessing there's not going to be a way to opt out. How do you feel about this new patent? Let me know in the comment section down below. Let's opt for the best games for tomorrow's game releases. For PC, Enshrouded World, Heckpoint, you must be 18 or older to enter, The Lost Gardens, Emergency 20, Refikul, 8-Bit Adventure Anthology, Volume 1, Remothered, Tormented Fathers, Bubsy, The Woolly Strike Back, Sojourn VR, Attentat 1942, Desert Craft, The Rare 9, Zwei, The Ilvard Insurrection, Fractus, Usurper, Void, The Survival Test VR, Defend to Death, and Night Terrors. For PlayStation 4, Summon Night 6, Lost Borders, Steven Universe, Save the Light, Bubsy, The Woolly Strike Back, Beast Quest, Spin Tires, Mud Runner, and 8-Bit Adventure Anthology, Volume 1. For Xbox One, Beast Quest, Zoo Tycoon Ultimate Animal Collection, Spin Tires, Mud Runners, Rush, Disneyland Adventures, 8-Bit Adventure Anthology, Volume 1, and Maria the Witch. For Nintendo Switch, Monopoly, Monster Jam Crush It, and Cartoon Network Battle Crashers. For Nintendo 3DS, Creeping Terror. For PlayStation Vita, Summon Night 6, Lost Borders, and Pox Nora. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I will see you tomorrow. And I saw a Craigslist ad that said radio for sale, $1. Volume knob stuck at full. I thought to myself, I can't turn that down. Oh my god, I couldn't. Oh my god, this is not a good day. Today is not a good day. It is now 2 a.m. I first of all, happy Halloween, everybody. Oi, geez, this is not how I wanted to be saying happy Halloween. Today is not the Halloween episode. This is yesterday's episode. I wasn't able to film this until after midnight. I wasn't able to, just everything was just a travesty today. Everything was just a series of tragic events. Series of just coincidences that just did not work out in my favor at all. So if you're in my Discord, you've already heard this story. Today, I decided to myself, I woke up and decided, I want breakfast. I got my kid out on the bus. My wife was at work. Decided I'm going to go down to my wife's work and get me some breakfast. She works at a fast food place. So I go there, I get my breakfast, and it's breakfast food, and they forgot eggs in 2 of the things. Okay, I ordered 2 of the same thing, and then another thing, and then a hash brown. Okay, they forgot the eggs in the thing. And it's called a sausage and egg thing. So it's like, the sausage and egg is supposed to have egg, right? Yeah? But there's no egg. So, bring it back to him. And I got to walk, by the way. So I got to walk down to there. I'm like, okay, well, this is not right. Please remake it. I understand that, they got to remake it. It's fine. That's fine. I've worked in fast food a lot. That's fine. So they remake it. My wife is, it's like 4 or 5 minutes later. I'm like, they should be done by now. My wife goes to check and goes, "Hey, where's those two things? They're from my hubby. They're in the window." Somebody else goes, "Oh, those went out." They gave away my food. They gave away my remake. And I was really, really upset. Because I was already hungry. And I had to wait. It took me an hour just to get breakfast. Whereas before, like, I went there and came back and I had everything in under a half an hour. So what could have taken me 25 minutes took me 60. Just not a good day today. Then we ended up having to go to the Walmart to get Halloween costumes last minute. Thankfully, they still had a good selection. Thankfully, everything works out for that. I have a costume for tomorrow. Yay! I'm not telling anybody what it is. You gotta wait till tomorrow to see it. Yay! Tune in tomorrow. Don't forget, short episode tomorrow. Because I just want to get a couple stories done here, there. Maybe, I think we may be just doing one big story. I don't know. We'll have to see. I got to talk it over with my co-writer now. I have a co-writer, Whiskers. By the way, still, thank you, Susan, for the work you do on game releases. Don't feel like you are not a big integral part of this. Susan has Susan still has school. Okay, so Whiskers doesn't have school. Other than that, yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to this weekend again. I've been playing lots of Elite Dangerous. Really, really liking Elite Dangerous. Have yet to land on a planet, but I can now. Want to try? I should try that out soon. I made like 2.5 million credits. I'm sitting on like 3.2 million credits. So I'm thinking about buying some new stuff from a ship. I got a Cobra. So, and I want to I don't know if I want to upgrade yet. I don't know if I can upgrade yet. I gotta travel farther out and start getting more star data and whatnots and try and get all that done. Do some bounty hunting at 2. I want to get one of those really, really big ships. One of the big ones. I almost bought some DLC for that game, some microtransaction DLC. I kind of wanted a spoiler. It's for £8, so it's like $10.50 to $12, somewhere in there. You get 16 parts for your ship. And I was thinking to myself, I could get that. This sounds so good. I don't know. It'd be like it's not that expensive, and you get a bunch of stuff. I had told my friends, like, I'm thinking about getting a spoiler. It's £12 or it's £8. It's $12. They're like, no, don't get that. That's really expensive. And I'm like, wait, it's got other stuff in that. Like, oh, okay, well, I don't know. I think it's worth it. I think I'm just gonna buy it. I don't know when, but I think I'm gonna buy it. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I gotta pad this end card out. Oh, by the way, the reason I should explain that. The reason why I've been kind of talking quietly lately is because it is 2 a.m. and I'm hoping I don't piss off my neighbors. Okay, because I'm pretty sure they're pissed off by now that I've been recording for an hour and 17 minutes. Oh, shit. I had a full 10 minutes of me doing game releases that I can't even use because I just kept fucking it up. And even after I practiced it, I still kept fucking it up. So right now, I just want to go edit this video and start celebrating Halloween, even though it's going to be like 5 a.m. before this episode's uploaded. Yay. Bye, everybody. Social media links are over here. Hit that like button if you like it. Hit that dislike button if you didn't like it. Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, because you love me and I love you because, oh yeah, that money, money, money. I love that money, money, money. I mean, I love you for the money. I mean, I love your money. I mean, I love you. Click over here to subscribe. Click over here to watch Friday's episode where we talked about Wildcard Studios and them selling cosmetic DLC for Ark when they said that they would never sell cosmetic DLC for Ark. By the way, that little extra stuff was for a particular watcher who said that I didn't do my usual, like, I love you stuff with the money. Bye, everybody. Bye. You know who you are. Bye.